It's time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Evette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These jet-setting divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hi, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Evette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas. Hey, ladies, what's going on in the world of travel?
Hey, the airports are so busy.
Wow, yeah, holiday weekend.
Many,
holiday
like
weekend.
It's summer and people are going on vacation.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the whole holiday weekend, long weekend.
Yeah.
Things have been popping up in my feed, like for DFW, they're saying this is going to be the busiest day. I don't know what it is. It's not Christmas, but it must be Christmas in July.
4th of July travel.
I'm grabbing a flight tonight. I'm on this podcast, but I got to get on a flight like at right after 9:00 tonight. And it's like at that time of night, like I've been flying like really, really late, and it still be just tons of people everywhere. They just everywhere, just like in the airport. They everywhere.
Wow.
What do you do to prepare? I mean, you already got your parking. You already, you get valet. What do you need to do to, just be prepared?
Oh, well, I'm an employee, so I just go now and park in an employee.
Okay, all right.
Whatever. And then I take the bus over to, into the airport. So and then I don't go through the regular people stuff anymore. I just go through the employee.
Okay, so you got the inside track.
A prudent person would make sure you got parking. Don't try to go in there and find a parking spot in the parking garage. Even if you are paying $50 a day, there may not be any parking.
Yeah, because I remember like last summer when we were traveling and I was trying to find parking for my car. Oh my God, it was not available. You have to book it way far in advance. Like
we told you, if you're traveling, prepare up front.
More than 7 days. More than 7 days. If you haven't already booked your travel on Friday, then you might as well just say get an Uber, get somebody to drop you off, right there at the door, and you better get that 2-3 hour ahead. That you better be 2 hours in, especially if you're flying out of Atlanta, because Atlanta is crazy.
Yeah, I heard Atlanta is crazy.
Atlanta,
Denver, I think is number 6, the busiest airport. Dallas, I think is number 2.
Yeah,
I think Atlanta is number 1. Dallas is number 2. Like I'm dealing with all these busy airports, and it's crazy. People are everywhere. They're all in your way. You can't even hardly walk. Like move.
And I tell you, and it kind of goes by where airlines have hubs. Like Atlanta have their hub in Delta, American here at Dallas, Frontier and United. All of these places have different places where their main headquarters and hubs are, and those are the busiest because everybody has to fly through those different in order to get where they're going.
Yeah. So I've basically been flying United from Denver in the B terminal. And it's crazy.
Wow.
Crazy. When I leave here from Dallas, I'm go on United, but then when I leave out and go on trips and stuff like that, no. When I leave here, I'm on American.
Here? Okay.
In other words, yeah. And then when I get to Dallas and I go on trip, to Denver, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Yvette, you gotta talk about airport structure, because you talked about this with us personally, but every airport is not
right.
Like Denver, you got 5 terminals where you have to actually get on a train to go to the terminal. And then
it's easy and I like it because you just got to get on that train. If you got to go A, B, and C, that's what they have, A, B, and C. So you just got to know which terminal to go to. Now I was in LA over the weekend. Oh my God, LA is horrible.
LAX, because LAX traffic. The traffic to get to the terminal is crazy, and they have
Did you get confused?
You have to walk. They
Okay.
don't have like no train. If they have a train, but I think
You
you
better
have to go
drop off
out.
you got to get dropped off at the right terminal, because if you don't
Right.
get dropped off at the right terminal, it is not easy. Like you catch a bus and go to the next terminal. You literally either got to have Uber. It is crazy. I have gone through LAX so many times, and that's like the worst.
Yeah, because if they don't have like an inside train or anything that'll take you to the next terminal, you gotta walk through these tunnels.
Yes.
To get to the next terminal. I was like, what in the world? I walked so much. I'm like, okay, so I think you can get on a bus and go, but that means you gotta come back in and go through
outside. Yeah.
And I mean, I don't want to go through security again.
We've seen it go like the hotel. You remember if you needed to catch a hotel shuttle, it's not the same place where you go to catch a rental car shuttle. You have to go upstairs and you got to walk outside and around. So you remember it's a lot of confusion at LAX.
It is.
And another one is IAH, George Bush. You are dropped off at a terminal, and when I tell you, they do not let you stop at all. So if you get in there, I don't know about the parking, but when you get to the actual terminal, you get dropped off and you have to immediately leave. You can't wait or anything. So it's like they get out of the way, and it's like I think ABC also, but it's far. They're different. They're like driving around Houston just to get to the next one.
And it'd be so many people that are so confused and they don't know where to go. They see like I'm being in a uniform and they be like asking me these questions. And I'll be like,
one thing that I've always done at the airport is I find somebody that's there working there to ask, not a flight attendant, but just somebody that I know that's working there. And then too, another thing you can do is look online and try to get as much information as you can up front. So at least you kind of just got some kind of idea about where you're going, and you have an app on your phone to where if they change terminals, you ready to go to another terminal. Just at least try to be aware of what's going on.
Another thing is pay attention. Like if somebody is asking another person a question, listen to the question. If it's almost like the same thing that you're looking for, follow them.
Yes.
Follow that, like whatever they told them,
the leader.
Follow. That is one thing I have done.
They will change a gate on you in a split second. They be sitting at your gate. You better be paying attention, because when you see everybody getting up and leaving, you think about it.
Have that app. Have the whatever airline that you are flying, put that app on your phone and immediately check and sign in to receive text messages when things change about your flight.
And somebody posed the question, what has kind of like been the worst place that you've traveled? I mean, I was trying to think about I
don't know. To me, I don't think we had any.
No, I love traveling, so I don't know if I've been
unless we just accept whatever and just we make the best of it.
Absolutely.
There's I probably won't go back, like Brazil, like where I went to in Brazil. I probably would go somewhere different in Brazil. Go again. I don't think I'd go in that same area. So, maybe in Brazil. And, kind of when we went to Oregon, I have this thing about all the homelessness and all of the people. And, if how are you going to tell me to enjoy your downtown area? And, I'm stepping over homeless people everywhere. So those are kind of things that make it, like a bad place. Like I wouldn't want to go back to Portland, Oregon.
That's the West Coast, period. It's not just Oregon, it's LA, it's Seattle, it's Canada. Didn't we see homeless people in Canada?
But we didn't see as many as we saw in Portland. And then those areas Portland had more of their downtown area wasn't as clean. So I would say if I didn't have to go back somewhere, that would be the place on the list that I wouldn't have to go back to. But I'm sure I've heard there's areas in Portland that we didn't get a chance to go to that's really, really nice.
Yeah, we wasn't there a long time, so we don't know.
And it's the same thing like LA. They got a lot of homeless people, but homeless people, they are on Skid Row. They got different, you might see it. They have them, they are in sections, so you can kind of get around them, but you go to different places. Like even when I went to Denver the last time, there was way more homeless than I ever seen. I'm like, where did all these people come from? Well, of course, they're legalized marijuana. So I don't know if that brought in a bunch of people that are now homeless, but I mean, Denver was the most cleanest place I'd ever lived and been in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to, see all of the homelessness in Denver, it was crazy. I don't know if you see where you're at.
No, well, I haven't really explored Denver a whole lot. I just kind of like I'm right by the airport, so I haven't been like in other areas. So I don't know where they are. They may be downtown. Where did you see them at?
Oh yeah, they were downtown, like where the city and county building.
Okay. See, I haven't even been downtown. I just kind of like be in my one little area and that's it.
Yeah. So those are kind of, things. And I had to bring it up. People are out there getting them a second passport. I've been reading. You got to go out there and read. People are buying second passports, and for various reasons. And countries they allow it. So
I mean, I didn't know that they allowed that you can get an actual second passport. You're not a resident of that place. How can you get a passport?
Because some people are investing in property, they're buying property, they're working there, and you can claim income in another country. So if you're saying I'm working in Mexico or I'm working in the Dominican Republic, then you can, and you buy property. And I know lots of people who have gone out and just bought property, built homes, got Airbnbs going out there. So they can now state that, because I have a physical address in that country, I can actually apply, and it's really like it's like a driver's license. You can apply and get you a passport.
So is it a certain amount of time that you actually can do this?
If you have an address, of a property that you own, you are considered a citizen of that country, and you can get a passport. Now, what gets me is, in Texas, I moved here from Colorado. When you go and get a driver's license in Texas, they physically took my Colorado driver's license. Yeah,
they do.
So because you already got a U.S. passport, you go out and you get a Mexican passport from Mexico. I wonder if U.S. is gonna be like, go back and grab and take their passport. Because what's the connection?
I don't know.
That connects them. So who gonna stop them?
I already just know, like, they have a lot of people that go and move. Like, they may go and move to just say, for example, they move to Mexico, and what they do is they don't determine a residency there, and it's a amount of time that you got to come back to the United States. What they do is they come back, they fly back, for a certain amount of time, but then they just go on back, and then it starts all over again.
Yeah. But I have to say that, having a dual residency, in different countries, it makes sense if you're going there all the time. Like, I have a friend, she's there, 3, 4, 5 times a year. And what they're also saying is your net worth goes up. So that's
wow, I never heard that.
Goes up when you have a passport in another country. So I have a passport in the Dominican Republic, and their dollar is different than the dollars in the United States. I may be,
so your taxes are filed differently.
Yes.
Okay.
Go and file because they have to do the same thing. They have to pay on all property. The governments are going to get their money. So so many things going on, and I'm sure it's some risk doing it also, but I don't know what the benefits specifically is, other than probably, being able to, go to, if they don't like the United States and you're getting ready to go to Paris from, another, Latin country, they may be more accepting of you, or maybe going to Latin more accepting. But, it's crazy. You get less questions, I'm pretty sure, because they ain't asking you about the president.
That's what I think you do. You get access to more countries and you're accepted in more countries.
Yeah, especially since this country that blocked all these people from coming back. So who knows? But that's how it goes. The world of travel is always the world of travel.
Yep, you got to research and figure out. There's ways to do things that you wouldn't even imagine You know, some people don't research, but do your research and figure out what's best for you in your life and how you gonna, you know, do things. And like, it's all good.
And like the Jet Set Diva, don't matter where you go, have fun. So it's
absolutely. You won't have any bad trips.
Right.
Well, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Evette.
And I'm Tina. And we are the Jet Setting Divas.
Woohoo!
Tune in next Thursday when the Jet Setting Divas will tell you about another fun destination spot that you'll want to visit. For more on their excursions, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African-American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.
Hey, it's Shaletta. I'm here at Xfinity Mobile getting a new phone for my teenager. Great plans, reliable coverage, perfect for our family. Now my teen enjoys fast speeds to stay connected no matter where the day goes. Plus, get an extra line free for a year. Y'all better switch to Xfinity Mobile today.